Hey everybody, good evening. It's December 26th. It's about 8:15 at night. I hope everyone had a happy holidays. I was off a few days just for the holidays, and I wanted to do a search tonight to get you ready for next week on what's been listed on the market for sale in Miami. I did a search earlier just to check. So I'm on our Compass platform, which also feeds through the MLS, which is the Realtor Multi-Listing. Since it was a closed bank day, school was off, holiday for many people, there weren't that many listings. There was about 12 homes listed today. Typically on the market, there's like 50. All of Miami-Dade County right now, there's about 4,500 homes active. So I'll show you that really quick. I just put coming soon and active, fleet for sale, single family homes. And then I'm gonna do Miami-Dade. And you can see that there are 4,566 homes for sale throughout all Miami-Dade. And then when I put that were just listed as of today, it goes down to about 12. So let me pick today's date. Here you go. And then of these listings, if you can see my screen, I like to search from price per square foot. So the size of the house, the price of the home divided by the size of the home is the price per square foot. And that's when you can kind of find deals or see like what home is listed for less price per square foot than it should be. And there's obviously a million variables, but when you start seeing patterns, then you can pick out good deals or not. So in this case, there's one home in Golden Beach for 5.2, and we'll look at that one first. It's right across from the beach. And then there's another home for 1.6, Palmetto Bay. There's one in the Roads that I want to show you, listed at about $1 million. Coral Terrace, another $1 million. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 luxury homes that have hit the market. And when I tell you the luxury market for at least Miami, I'm speaking about the $1 million plus price point. When we refer to ultra luxury, I typically say kind of like 10 million plus. So let me show you these houses. This is the card view in our Compass platform. So if you're a client of mine, or if you just want me to do a search for you, these are the two ways that you'll see. There's the table view, and you can also customize them. And then this is the card view where you see the pictures right away. So I, as always, will make something called a collection where I save this and I make it a public link. So anybody that wants to see the results of today, I will post it under the YouTube video, or you can just DM me and I'll send it to you. So let's look at this $5.25 million house that was listed in Golden Beach. So like I said, it's right across from the beach. It's very modern style, newer construction, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, a half bath, 3,387 square feet, asking 1,550 a square foot. So I'll flip through. It's very neutral. Everything's pretty much white. You can kind of have a fresh palette to make your own. I believe across the street here, they're building a high rise or a new construction. So I can get you more information on that if you're interested in this house. We'll just click through some photos. Actually, there's like an outdoor barbecue, basketball. So it looks beautiful. Here is like right across the beach, an aerial. So here is where they're building something eventually. And then I will read you the remarks. So this was actually built in 1983. It's obviously been updated. 12,000 square foot lot, 2-story property, high ceilings, backyards, ideal entertainment. It's also exclusive. Golden Beach has beach access, tennis, its own police, pavilions coming soon with gym, pickleball, juice bar, and meeting room. So that's that. Like I said, it was listed today and it's asking 5,250,000. I don't really work much in Golden Beach. It's a little bit further north. So if it is something you're interested in, let me know and I'm happy to share the information on the listing with you. Let me go back and I'll show you this house and the Rhodes. So I really love the Rhodes neighborhood. It's basically the closest single family home neighborhood you can get next to Brickell. And Brickell is the largest financial district in the US after New York. This house is a bit interesting because it was listed about half the price last over the summer. So I don't know if there's been a lot of renovations that have been done and this is kind of a flip or what the situation is. If you're interested, I can find out more details, but to me, it's definitely livable condition and it's a very cute, charming house. But for this area, I think it's something that you would purchase for a long-term hold to eventually tear down. So either a rental property or if you wanted to live in and then eventually build a house. But you can see from the area, a lot of these older homes have been torn down for new construction. This 3-bedroom, 3-bath, half bath, 1,150 square feet, asking $952 a square foot and asking almost 1.1. I'll read you some of the remarks. Excellent opportunity, improved, beautiful home located in heart of Rhodes, less than 5 minutes from Coconut Grove, Brickell City Center, Key Biscayne, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, fully fenced. And then this is what I would need to do some more research on if you were interested, but you can see that it was listed. It says it sold in June 2020. So obviously that was like a whole different market then for $460. Then in June this year, it was listed $585. And then for some reason it sold, I don't know if there was multiple people or something, in July for $640. And now they're trying to resell it for $1,000,001. So we'd have to find out the history more on this, but I will show you the location and why I like it. So here is Brickell, right? And Brickell mostly consists of high-rise condos. And then the end of Brickell is kind of here, 15th Street. This is the older section of Brickell, which is still high rises. And then here's the bridge to Key Biscayne. So the pocket here of the Rhodes is pretty much the closest area you can get if you want to live in a house, but still be close to Brickell. So in this case, this is at the western, I guess, southwestern end. So it's not necessarily so close that you'd walk, because you'd have to imagine not only do you need to walk all through here, but then 15th is pretty much the end of where everything in Brickell is. So if you still wanted to get to the other side of Brickell, that's another 15th Street. So in the dead of summer, you're not going to be walking necessarily from here to here. You could maybe a scooter, bike, the metro, the trolley, drive, whatever. But if you were more like here, then I understand the $1 million price point for this house. But here, I would say the further you get from Brickell, the less you would kind of pay. So whoever purchased this, you know, in 2020 or 2022, they really got a great price. But now I don't know what the jump is of the price, if that makes sense. Just something to consider and look at. This was another house I kind of thought was interesting, and I'd have to do a little more research. So 9985 Southwest 30th, it's asking 800,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath and a half bath, 1,800 square feet or 443 a square foot. So not only is it a decent price per square foot and the house looks very well maintained, but do you see that it seems like it's a double lot? So it says it's like 13,000 square feet. We would have to investigate if you could divide this, and I don't know because of setbacks and how it's kind of, I think if the house had been closer this way, then yes, but I think there potentially is still enough room that you could divide this lot. And if that's the case, if you could build another house here and you could pick up a house plus a lot for 800,000, that would be great. It looks doable, but I'm not sure without investigating further. And in these live searches, I'm pretty much seeing these properties as I'm going over them with you. So if there's things that I say that are incorrect or whatever, this is for informational purposes only. I haven't spoken to the listing agents or the owners or anything like that. But this is just something that you can look for when you see houses and they seem to have a double lot, to check to see if potentially you could buy a house and have the house and then build on this back part. When I read the remarks, it did say you could add ample room for expansion, pool, or home construction. So when I read home construction, does that mean an additional house? So I will probably flag this one. I do a lot of save collections that I recheck on things. So I have one called investment single family homes that I go back and I do more research on. So if this is something that you're looking to buy investment properties or build, flip, wholesale, anything like that, I'm happy to share these lists with you. Just send me a message. I'm going to put here, need to research about if the additional land can be built as second property. Okay, so I'll do that offline another time, especially if I have somebody that's looking for lots. And let's look at some of these other houses. So there's a house in Homestead, another house in Homestead and Cutler Bay. I'm going to skip those only because I don't really work that far south. But if you are interested in something further south in Miami, I'm happy to connect you with a Compass agent that specializes down there. This Miami Gardens home, it is priced at a pretty good $337 a square foot, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,440 square feet. I think it was just the past photos. They haven't necessarily uploaded the photos yet. This is just north of where the airport, the Miami airport is. And you can see here is the lot. This is another house, 19209 Southwest 108th. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,350 square feet, 352 a square foot. It's kind of a smaller lot. And then I want to show you, even though this house looks great because it's renovated inside at 338 or 352 a square foot, I would normally be like, oh, wow, like, let me look into this as maybe an Airbnb or something like that. But then the last photo, I'll show you why that it's priced the way it is and why I would say pass on it. So as we flip through, like, shower looks great, bathroom looks great, closet space, you know, there's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, that's a decent size, plus a half bath. Outside looks great, jacuzzi fenced in, this sort of outdoor kitchen setup. But then, and the shed, like, everything seems great. And then when you look at this, not only do I not recommend necessarily purchasing houses with irregular sites, like, see the shape of this. So you're at the end of the street, and then this isn't that bad about the shape, but the issue is here. So I don't know the noise level, the traffic, you know, I would be worried if I had kids and somebody like driving into the yard or something. So let me show you on the map. I think the pricing would need to be a lot less for me to feel comfortable recommending anyone purchase. But as a rental property, maybe you would want to pick it up. Okay, so here's the end of the street and they've gated it off, which is nice. And then there's like an extra parking here, here. And the road actually from this doesn't look as busy as it seemed. Let me go to the satellite. So here you can see the main road. And then let me zoom in more. And this looks like a nursing home across the street. So when you see properties with these stars, it's normally the different hallways. I'd have to check if that is a nursing home, but that's what it looks like. So it looks like it's about 4 lanes of traffic. So anyways, if this is something you're interested in, I would just say investigate the noise and see, maybe you could put up a concrete wall instead of this metal fence that maybe would block some of the sound. And then let's see, show you, do we look at this one yet? Okay, so here's another property and it's on a lake. So I think that looks, they haven't posted the updated photos yet. I'm just looking at the past photos. But the only thing about this is I worry about flooding because this looks awfully low here. So I don't know if you could recreate a new seawall or some type of barrier, but that kind of caught my eye. That's something that you want to look for is the grading. And if it's sloping and any kind of water or flooding, something you'd want to check, especially if you haven't bought properties in Florida. You know, we have a lot of tropical storms and storms. So this property looks like it could use some updating, right? And then when I go to the sales history, so it was active in May of 2021 for 410. And then it actually sold for 380, which sounds like a great price back in August 2021, so a year and a half. And then now they're relisting it for 569.9. So I don't know if they're just capturing that pop in the market or if they've really done renovations. So we won't really know until we see if they post more photos. Those are just the photos from before. I think I remember this house. Actually, I have virtual assistants that do cold calling, you know, asking people if they're interested in selling their houses. We get different lists from a company called PropStream, and basically they go through houses that, you know, they feel people would be interested in listing their homes. There's all different categories of lists that you can purchase. And then I have virtual assistants who call down the list to ask people, you know, are you interested in selling your house? Are you interested in a CMA, which is a competitive market analysis? And I think I remember this house because of the water in the back, and then also because it says it's a 3-2 with in-law ready. So I believe there's like a back house or a studio or something that could be rented. So in that case, if it has been renovated, and there is the additional back house, it could be a rental property depending on the income that could be generated. That's pretty much the gist of the properties that were listed today. Some of the other ones I skipped over are just either more west or further south. So if you are interested in something in a different area, message me and I can also give you a specific list for your search. But I'm going to go ahead and add this to a collection. I'm going to make it a public collection and I will name it today's date 26, and then single family homes Miami. So yeah, here's this link that I've obviously made public. If anybody wants, happy to share. I hope everyone has a good night, and tomorrow, Tuesday, is kind of the beginning of the work week, at least for me, and I think many of you. So I will try to get on first thing in the morning and see if anything's been listed, but probably I don't think we'll see anything post until maybe lunchtime, just because people are getting back to the office and we'll be then putting up new listings. So keep you posted. Have a good night and thanks for watching.